Jimmie Johnson's NASCAR Busch Series career was a short-lived and relatively uneventful 2 seasons of full-time competition. You probably best remember his Busch career for this incident at Watkins Glen in 2000.
Oh, jeez. Is that the 92?
That is a big hit.
I think that's the 92. He was... Oh, man.
Yellow's out.
Better be. Is the window net down? He's moving. Whoa, something broke. Something broke in the car. Oh, my God. Something broke in the car.
Despite his wildly successful Cup career, Jimmie Johnson never finished in the top 5 in Busch standings and was outrun by young drivers such as Casey Atwood and Kevin Harvick in the standings. Johnson only reached victory lane one single time in the NASCAR Busch Series. This is that time. The inaugural Sam's Club presents the Hill Bros Coffee 300 was held July 14, 2001 at Chicagoland Speedway. Ryan Newman took the pole, while second-year full-time driver Jimmie Johnson started in 6th place on the outside of row 3. By now, it was well known he would be joining Hendrick Motorsports for the 2002 season, as was noted by the commentators.
And Jimmie Johnson scheduled to join Jeff Gordon next year in NASCAR Winston Cup.
As the green flag flew to begin the race, Matt Kenseth tagged the wall just a few short laps in and got a flat tire.
Hang on! Into the wall! Still fighting it down the racetrack, he's going to get away with it.
Which allowed Johnson to pass him and gain a spot. Kenseth came down pit road while Johnson had fallen back to 8th. Kenseth fell 2 laps down while Johnson maintained 8th and Ryan Newman held the lead. The caution then came out following an incident between Steve Park and Ashton Lewis. Derek Cope tagged Park and sent him into Lewis, triggering a wreck.
Like right here, that
Derek Cope in the 94 car gets in the back of Steve, maybe?
Yep.
The race continued with 181 laps to go, with Johnson having fallen to 10th. Bobby Hamilton Jr. hit the wall following a flat rear right tire, and the caution came out yet again with 178 to go. Hamilton brought his car back to the garage. The race went green again on lap 26. Jimmy Spencer passed Ryan Newman for the lead while Mike Skinner also got by. Johnson was now in 12th as the car had oil line issues on the track. It was the 59 of Rich Bickle who came down pit road. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead began between Spencer and Skinner. Tony Raines in the 33 passed Johnson for 13th, and Johnson was struggling early in the first Busch Series race at Chicagoland. The caution came out again with 159 to go as Dan Pardis in the 32 left the trail of oil on the track. The drivers made their way down pit road for the first stops of the race, and Greg Biffle won the battle off pit road and took the lead, while Johnson fell to 15th on the restart before climbing up to 12th. It was relatively uneventful until Greg Biffle, one of the leaders, wrecked hard to the outside wall.
And new episodes of Trouble the Leader, Greg Biffle. Hard into the outside wall.
All right, buddy. Stay buckled up there. Stay buckled up.
Once they went back green on lap 68, Kevin Harvick led the field until just before the halfway mark, when the caution came out for Hank Parker Jr. going into the wall. The drivers came down pit road, with Harvick breaking a gear on pit road and heading to the garage.
Snap goes the weasel.
Snap goes the gear, that's right.
Ryan Newman and Mike Skinner took advantage of this to take first and second on pit road respectively. The race went green again on lap 104, and Johnson moved to 5th on the restart, but the green flag didn't last long at all, as David Donahue spun and got absolutely slammed into by Dan Pardis in the 32, who had a simply miserable day.
That's the thing, you cringe just waiting. When you get back in the racetrack, guys coming up behind you, just squish up in that seat.
Looks like the 17 of Kenseth did get one of his laps back, but that was heavy contact over on the backstretch. See Donahue moving around. Pardis, the window net is down, and I see his head moving.
Got a little fire underneath the back of the car here.
Yeah, he's caught the grass on fire there with some of the oil coming out of the car. That has destroyed the front end of that machine.
Kevin Harvick got back on track after changing his gear, but was completely out of contention for the win. With 86 to go, the green flag came out again for Ryan Newman and the rest of the field, though we had to fight the lap car of Kevin Harvick, and the caution came out again for Matt Kenseth spinning off the wall.
Get one of those back, and Matt Kenseth is in the wall, right back down through traffic.
Oh, right in front of traffic.
Caution's out.
Look out. And it looks like the McLaughlin did the same thing.
McLaughlin and Buckshot Jones have tangled.
Mike McLaughlin also got into an incident behind the wreck, and Kenseth, McLaughlin, and Joe Nemechek went to pit road under yellow. With 81 to go, Mike Wallace, Jeffrey Bodine, and Michael Waltrip came in to top off the fuel tank under yellow, and Jamie McMurray was black flagged for passing to the left before the start-finish line when the green flag flew on lap 121. Johnson got up to 4th, just over 120 laps in, and Ryan Newman continued to lead the race up to the 200-mile mark and beyond. Johnson entered the battle for 3rd place as Mike Skinner began to close in on Ryan Newman. When the broadcast returned from commercial, the race was under yellow again, and that bunched the field up. Johnson had taken 3rd from Jeff Green during the commercials, and as the cars came down pit road, Jimmie Johnson won the race off with a 2-tire stop.
Man, oh man, did these guys gamble with that track position? 2 tires, Jimmie Johnson, and several cars. I saw Nemechek going down through there with 2-tire stop.
Scott Wimmer, looked like Buckshot Jones, Jason Keller, all got out in front of Ryan Newman, and I believe all took 2 tires.
Johnson brought them back to the green on lap 161 with 40 to go, but the 9th caution of the day came out as Christian Elder hit the wall. The strategy call from Tony Liberati, Johnson's crew chief, had now put Johnson out front with under 40 laps to go. On lap 167, the race got underway again, and Johnson jumped out to lead with the lap car of Kevin Harvick sliding in behind him. Newman took 2nd place from Nemechek, and nobody was really able to catch Johnson until 20 laps to go, when Newman got within half a second of him and really started closing in. With 10 laps remaining, Johnson still held the lead, but Ryan Newman was threatening to take it any second now. The leaders approached lap traffic with 6 to go, which actually really helped Johnson, as Newman ran into the back of one of the lap cars.
I'm telling my spotter, get these guys out of the way. I want to pass them either high or low.
To the outside of McLaughlin.
What was that?
Hit your marks, bud. Hit
Some
your
smoke
marks.
back there from somewhere. Did the 02 run in the back of the 18? Yes, he ran in the back of the 18 with a left front fender.
Wow. Game over.
Game over.
For Ryan Newman. Pressure's off. Jimmie Johnson.
Clear all around. Just hit your marks.
But see, Rambo doesn't know that. See the right rear quarter pounder flapping on the 18 car?
There you see the damage right in the front of the left front tire.
This gave Johnson a huge advantage, and Newman's tire went flat. No caution was called, and Jimmie maintained the lead with 3 to go. He took the white flag, and the rest, as they say, is history.
To go.
Driver, I've been waiting a long time to tell you that. One more lap. Let's be smooth. Let's be smooth. Off that gas now. Off that gas, easy. Boys don't have a damn thing to worry about.
I tell you what, this town is not safe with a Rambo in victory
One more
lane.
corner before we start doing all that.
25-year-old Jimmie Johnson from Sussex, Wisconsin, in his 58th NASCAR Busch Series start, will take the first ever checkered flag at Chicagoland Speedway.
Great job by Jimmie and Rambo and that team. They made the right call, Benny. You're right. It paid off.
It wasn't anything dominant, but Jimmie Johnson was the winner nonetheless. This would end up being the only win of Jimmie Johnson's NASCAR Busch Series career, but it would be far from the only win of his NASCAR career. Johnson would go on to win an astounding 7 championships, which tied the record with Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt, and 83 races in the NASCAR Cup Series, tying him with Cale Yarborough, and is now widely viewed as one of the greatest of all time. That'll do it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.